All right, John. So you brought us a truck, beautiful. I don't know. If this was a Porsche, it'd be called anthracite, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
It's very
it's gunmetal gray.
It's gray.
Yeah, it's
This color
American, so
combination
we
is
put
great.
a gun in it. Yeah.
So what year is it?
It's a 69, and our good friend Gary from Creation Chrome, who just does incredible paint and Spectre Chrome paint, still stock looking. But this car has handling capabilities, or this truck has handling capabilities that rival cars. It has our complete TVS suspension package, sway bars, springs, adjustable shocks, and so that combined with LS1, good transmission, air conditioning, great seats, and awesome paint, and then you get something that is just a blast to drive. You know, get a good exhaust and a cam and an LS1. And
this is all you need.
It makes
a cam and exhaust on those LS engines, and they sound great, they run strong, and they run forever.
Yeah, it makes 370 the rear wheels, and that's a great amount of power.
And they come warranted and everything else, right?
Absolutely.
So when you guys work on the suspension for the truck and you're out there and you're autocrossing it, I know the big thing with these is all the weight's in the front, there's nothing in the back. Do you mount batteries in the back? Do you put 3 guys in the bed of the truck when you autocross and hopefully they don't fly out? Like, how do you... what's the best way to get it? It's never going to be balanced.
Well, remember on this truck, they were really unsafe because they had the fuel tank right behind the seats originally. And so, I mean, they were just driving a Molotov cocktail. So what happened is now you put the weight of the fuel in the back, and now it's got a lighter engine. We always, when we built these, we put the engine back farther. But hey, you put an all aluminum LS1 in it, aluminum radiator, so you're taking a ton of weight off what could have been a big block.
So it handles better with a full tank of gas.
Well, I mean, you think about the old, I don't know, what are they, bronze radiator, copper radiator. I mean, when you pick up one of those mothers, you'll throw your back out. So yeah,
absolutely.
Just the radiator and the block and aluminum. I'm guessing aluminum
block's
heads.
100 pounds.
I mean,
less.
You've taken a couple 100 pounds out of the front of this
car,
and now you've thrown a bunch of weight in the back with the tank, so you've kind of even
and
the
we
scale
really
a
work
bit.
hard with spring rate in the front and back so that we have good grip, good traction from the back, and then also shock valving. It really, there's a lot to these. Are shocks that we do with Fox, so it's Hotchkis tuned by Fox. And Fox, you know, from off-road, I mean, they, you know, if they can get a truck to leap as high as this building and land with one bounce, you know, they know what's going on. And
I know we didn't get to talk about it on the podcast in the studio, but I saw one of your cars on the shock dyno, and it's a car, and it's got like 4 pads underneath it with hydraulics, and it's moving it up and down, shaking the hell out of it, so you guys can tune the shocks that way. You can get them.
That was the coolest thing. Went to Sova Motion in Virginia, and we were on a shaker rig, so a 4-post shaker rig, same thing they use in NASCAR and Indy cars and so on, and we could go and we could see stock shocks, different levels of Fox shocks, and our adjustable. And that's how we really worked on the dynamics, because we know the weights, we know the speeds that it needs to be. And then what was wild is you could, after we'd go through a run, you could sit in the car, and if you didn't know you weren't moving, it would feel like you're moving, because it's obviously it's doing what the road does, but it's not going anywhere.
So here it is. Plenty of, I mean, if you're making 470 to the rear wheels, you're probably knocking on the door of 600 from the flywheel.
Yeah, I think it's 370, but
370 at the rear, so you're about
exactly.
470 at the crank here. But we got air conditioning.
Look how much nice room you have in here too.
Tons of room and
easy to work on. You can get to spark plugs in this thing.
Oh
this
my
is
God!
Great.
You can change spark plugs.
But you know, if you put an LS1 or an LS3 or even a supercharged LS7 or LS9, whatever it is, it's just such a great package. All aluminum engine.
And is this thing mounted where the engine? We were talking about mounting it back.
It's in the stock location.
Stock location, because it's light enough. You don't need to slide it back.
This brush detail is all great.
And it has a quick ratio steering box in it, so everything is built to handle well and be really good sport touring truck. And you're right, all the Gary and his team, all the details they've done.
Really,
it's just beautiful.
And this diamond quilting is
beautiful. And carbon fiber.
Oh yeah.
This looks like all classic instruments gauges.
Starts right up.
Yeah. cam sounds good.
It's ready for a long cruise. But you're right, all the gauges are super clean, all the detailing.
Yeah, this is great. I bet this is really comfortable to drive.
Wow. I'll hop out and we'll wrap it up, but it looks great. And again, I'll tell you, the diamond quilting, it just, to me, can't get any better than that. Cool. Also, I didn't even know till I stood back that the cab is white, but the rockers are white too. And again, it's just that kind of subtle stuff that just kind of draws it all together. It's really nicely done. All right, so we can go to Hotchkis.com if you want to find out.
Hotchkis.net.
Sorry.
Hotchkis.net, and you can see test results. You can see all the suspension, whether it's for a C10 or a Mopar, GM, or now Ford Mustang. We have new products for Mustangs, new A-arms, new strut rods, and so a complete kits like we do on the C10 for all the muscle cars.
And the autocross schedule will be up on your website?
It will be up on our website, yes.
Also, you want to check out the video of John sitting inside an El Camino that's been on the suspension dyno for half an hour with a 2-liter bottle of Pepsi between his legs, and he's going to open up. I don't want to spoil it, but it is awesome.
And he's eating Mentos, which is weird.
He dropped the Mentos, and then he sat there for 2 hours. It was awesome.
On the shock dyno.
I think it was Road Atlanta they were simulating, but either way, it was awesome. All right, so until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Matt the Motorator, DeAndrea, and John Hotchkis saying keep the air in the spare and the bag in the wheel.